Alright guys, Eric Brown, Terra Planets Jiu-Jitsu. Working on some basic finishing holds, and we've been doing a little closed guard series. We just did armbar from guard, we did Kimura from guard. Before that I did a little guillotine video, and now we're going to do the Omo Plata. Omo Plata is Portuguese, Omo meaning single or one, Plata meaning shoulder. Of course, they speak Portuguese in Brazil. Don't feel dumb if you thought they spoke Spanish. I did too, until I started doing jiu-jitsu. So, there's one country down there that speaks Portuguese. It's Brazil. Everybody else speaks Spanish. So, here we go. Omo Plata. Closed guard, same as the Kimura. You want their wrist separated from my body and out here. Once that happens, I angle myself like this. I hammer my heel to the mat, and it forces their body to the ground. I put their hand in my pocket nearest to their body. I sit up, notice my legs. Notice what my legs are doing. My body is pinning the hand in the Kimura position that we just learned. They can't pull their hand out. You keep your hand here until you lean on their hand. Once you do that, you let go. To finish, there's two viable ways that I go for. One, I reach under the head and the far armpit, and I bring my knee to the mat. Tap, 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 or snap, snap, snap. Two things will happen there. Another way is you don't need to get under the chin, you can just take the far arm. Same thing. Either way is golden. A step I forgot to mention that's vitally important. After you hammer them down with your foot, you got their hand in your pocket, it's before you sit up, before you do anything, you throw your arm over their waist. Why? The way out of this technique is for them to do a forward roll. They land in a bad position, you land in a dominant position, but it's better than getting their shoulder ripped open, out, whatever you want to call it. This is what ends up happening when you don't put your hand over quickly. They roll, it relieves the pressure from the Omo Plata, but you win the race up to side mount, which is no bueno for them either. But you get that arm isolated from their body, you get your leg around it, that's an opportunity you shouldn't squander. You should seal the deal if you get that deeply into the Omo Plata sequence. So let's do it again. Omo Plata. I'm going to reach under his leg, because whenever I do this motion, I reach under the leg. It just makes it easier for me to turn. I reach under the leg, do this. Hammer my leg down. His hand is already in my pocket. Where it needs to be, I throw my hand over right away. I sit up, I'm blocking the arm with my torso. I reach under his chin and far arm. I rotate my knee forward to the mat. It won't probably get there. The bigger the opponent with this technique, the less they're going to let this go before tapping. The smaller a person is, the tendency they have to be more flexible in their joints. Little kids are the most flexible. They blow your mind. It's almost scary watching them do jiu-jitsu with the pliability of their joints. They're just durable, flexible. That's why there's a lot of little girls that wear out some of the little boys in jiu-jitsu. Similar reason. They're less musculature, more flexible, and it's a common occurrence having little girls beating up little boys. Plus they mature a year or two faster as well. But so you're here. I got the waist blocked. He can't roll forward out of the technique. I reach under the chin and the arm. I like doing hamburger grip. Other people call it gable grip. We call it hamburger grip. We call this S grip. Obvious reasons. Those are the two strongest grips as far as I'm concerned. I do hamburger grip whenever possible. Lean forward, touch my knee to the mat, and take their arm home with me. Alright. They usually tap. Most people know once they get, they can't pull their arm out and it's like this, they got their tap hand ready because they don't want one of the, whatever it is, 12 ligaments, joints in the shoulder to be ripped. So it's a good technique, similar to the Kimura, a little bit more powerful because you got more gravity on your side. You got a bigger, you got your leg involved instead of your arm, so it's a little more to it. So I hope you like the technique. This technique marries well with another group of techniques from the closed guard, namely the triangle choke and the armbar from guard. We call those the three brothers because depending on the action of the top opponent who is in the guard, that can dictate what available attack you have between the three brothers. That will be armbar from guard, which we just did, Omo Plata, and triangle from guard. They you can seamlessly go between the three, so they go well together. And there's sweeps that go in that are walk right into some of these submissions as well. Particularly coming to mind, the triangle. There's a bump sweep that goes straight into a triangle. That's pretty sweet. I saw Ryan Hall do today. It was pretty slick. I'll have to show that sometime. I might need a human to do that one also. But hopefully you guys are getting some basics with me and Bob here. And hope you like the video, guys. Hope you're learning something. And hope you're putting some tools in your belt to protect yourself. Thanks.